want to set the lap timer?
The lap timer will automatically start once we get to the start-finish line.
Okay.
The start-finish line we have set just before turn 6. So the fast downhill left-hander into the final corner before the rotation zone.
How long have you been doing this?
Since January.
How long have you been racing?
Not since after COVID, actually. So I started racing go-karts 2021, and then 2022 I raced Miatas, and then this past year I was also racing Miatas again. But yeah, definitely the youngest one here.
How old are you?
22.
Nice.
So as you get those eyes up, I know I mentioned this already, but just getting that vision out to that black tire barrier after, of course, we scan that outside turning cone, getting that downshift done, just making sure we widen that arc as we come on through. So now when we get to that curve, that car is pointed down towards the S's nicely. Let it rev out a bit, shift up to 4 as you do so. Again, that spacing from the near apex as such. Let it balance down, let the car almost compress, and that gives us a better run through our following S's as we do so. Just making sure we use it full into the track, braking in a straight line, already with my peripheral vision. I'm looking out my driver's side window. Let that car arc out a little bit, bring it back down the hill. You're going to allow yourself to accelerate pretty early as a result, and then shifting up to 4 just before the crest, of course. Now already I'm starting to think to myself, straight braking zone. So kind of waiting almost to this curve, braking a straight line, eyes out to the right, hold the brake until this first apex, balance it until the second one, then you can accelerate out to your turning cone, get the nose in, get down to third, plenty of space on the outside on our exit in order to do so. Shifting up to 4, being proactive with that thinking, understanding where our turning cone is, finding that inside apex cone, just making sure, again, we sacrifice our exit of turn 6 for a better entry into turn 7, of course, because that following straightaway is quite a bit longer. And just making sure you feel those inside tires physically lift up on those curves itself. As we get up to 4th, I'm kind of more so looking past this first apex cone, more so to the second one. As we get down to 3rd gear, just let that car arc out to the middle. That way, when you get to your second apex, you give yourself a better run. Make sure I have a high initial impact on that brake pedal here. I'm moving that brake to the right now as I get down to 3rd. I'm holding that brake as I turn in. I let it balance to that curve. These tires lift up all the way through. Up to 4. Just a light brake pressure, holding it as I come down the hill. Let it bounce to the apex. Into the floor all the way. So he's still setting up for a straight braking zone. Allow that car to arc out. Now when we get down the hill, as Michael said, we get a straight line. Lots of work now. Starting to think about turn. I'm just trying to be one step ahead of myself as I go through the track. I'm going to give out the entry 1 corner. Will lead me to exit the following one. So now I'm already thinking about turn 7 at this point. Right back in here. Keep the nose in the ground as I turn in, a little balance, eyes out to the right. And fight that temptation of just staring straight ahead. Now here's where you want to be really holding that brake pedal all the way through, holding it inwards, balance, and then you can really pick up that front. Gentle on one. Just keep that foot in one position for now. Now I can begin to release it. I'm just going to overemphasize that arc out so that I have to do minimal steer, get that to more again, that light brake pressure. And as we turn in, use the full width of the curve as we do so. You can really see how close we're getting to those apex cones. So of course, making sure we do that every single time around. Just a quick tap, get the nose in. Those tires will lift up hopefully that shows you a little bit more about the mid-torque or speed you can carry with the car. As long as we're setting up the entry properly. And even though, yes, I was firm on that brake pedal, I shouldn't have felt like I was rushing the car into the corner. I was just constantly thinking about how I was going to set up my exit so I can get on the accelerator, even if it's way before an apex cone. I'm not having to do the steering as much. I'm just moving everything. I'm having everything happen earlier. Brake earlier, bounce earlier, unwind earlier, accelerate earlier. Of course. And we'll have a video review session tomorrow morning. We'll be able to kind of better break down those inputs throughout that lap and such.
Okay. How often's Ron here?
Not very frequently, actually. He's usually only here every couple of months.
So we kind of got lucky.
Yeah. Well, actually, he was here only a month ago, but before that, he hadn't been here for almost 6 months, actually. I didn't even know he was here until I saw him inside the classroom, actually. He just comes from time to time, just checks everything out. Alright, well, there you have it, man. Looking forward to working with you tomorrow, alright?
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your night.